G'day, it's Matt from Detox and Cure, and today we're going to have a look at weight gain for vegans through CMOS. Weight gain for vegans is not a topic as popular as weight loss for vegans, but gaining weight on a vegan diet can actually be a difficult task for some. Vegans who are eating no or low volumes of processed food can often have trouble putting on weight. Weight gain can have a negative connotation attached to it in today's Western culture. In some cases, weight gain is a positive thing and should be looked on in a favourable light. Clean-eating vegans can often struggle to keep weight on due to a generally low caloric intake. There are foods within a vegan diet that are high in calories and others that are low. While eating clean through fruit and vegetables is fantastic for nutrition, it can often lead to a caloric deficiency. This is due to the low calorie density of foods being consumed. Weight gain for vegans. CMOS can fit into a weight gain for vegans diet, but it's not the primary source of weight gain for vegans. This seaweed has a wide range of benefits, but typically works to reduce the body's ability to absorb fats. At this point, we do need to note that weight gain for vegans can be quite difficult. It will require a lifestyle shift to ensure that you're eating plenty of calories. This needs to be complemented with a reduction in calories burned while the gain occurs. When it comes to weight loss or weight gain, there's a very simple principle to observe. Calories in minus calories out equals a calorie deficiency. Calories in. Your calories in is how much energy you intake from foods and liquids consumed. All foods will provide you with some energy, and some foods will provide you with more than others. For an easy example of the difference, an apple contains roughly 50 calories, compared to peanut butter sandwiches, which can have approximately 188 calories. Calories out. Your calories out is how much energy you burn as you exert yourself. You can increase your calories out by performing more physical activities. Examples of physical activities could be playing sports, going to the gym, or taking a really simple walk. Any activity that exerts physical energy will increase your calories out. Calorie difference. The difference is simple. If you end up with a positive figure from this calculation, you've taken in more calories than you've used. If you end up with a negative number, then you've used more calories than you've taken in. In a case of wanting to gain weight, we need to focus on increasing our calories in and minimizing our calories out. Now, obviously, this is in a healthy range. We don't want to go and binge on foods that are going to overload the amount of calories that we have and pack us full of a heap of other things that we really don't want in our diet. This is about healthy weight gain in areas where you need to put on a bit of weight. Calories in is a simple fix. This is achieved by eating high-calorie foods. Being on a clean vegan diet can present some challenges here though. If you want to go down the rigid path, then you can visit a health professional who can tailor a plan outlining how many calories you'll need to consume per day just to maintain weight. Otherwise, the average is about 2,000 calories for women and about 2,500 calories for men per day on a daily basis. This can vary, however, with factors such as age and how much physical work you complete within your week, or how often you exert yourself and how much you exert yourself. You may find the calorie calculator linked in the comments below helpful. Why gain weight? There are a number of reasons why someone may need to gain weight. The list is almost endless, but reasons could easily include preparing energy stores for an upcoming physical activity, adding bulk to your body frame, overcoming an eating disorder, healing from a traumatic event, for general health and well-being. Whatever the reason may be, and that's personal, there is a healthy way to gain weight and an unhealthy way. I don't know about you, but smashing down burgers, chips and lollies seems like a great solution to solving the weight gain problem. Then washing all that down with a soda and some ice cream, I'm just kidding. Although a vegan burger could be a good option, but just check and make sure that you know what's in there because it can be a little bit dicey sometimes. Clearly, this is quite unhealthy and is likely to do more harm than good for us in the long run. I'd rather focus on sustainable and healthy weight gain. What sorts of foods will help with weight gain for vegans? There are a wide range of foods you can add to your current vegan diet which will increase your caloric intake. The ones we want to focus on are the foods that are calorie dense, meaning they have a high calorie level for their size and weight. Calorie density is often higher in foods that are more processed, but not in all cases. Unfortunately, most fruits and vegetables are typically not calorie-dense foods, making them not very suitable for weight gain. They are still able to be a part of a weight gain diet for vegans, but they play a different role in a standard plant-based diet. There is a lot of information out there that tells you that a high-carb, low-fat diet or vice versa will help you with weight gain. The truth is that carbohydrates and fats play an extremely important role in healthy and sustainable weight gain. Knowing this, we need to increase our healthy carbohydrates and our healthy fat intake. We can use a range of foods to increase our intake and assist in healthy weight gain. What sort of foods could we use? Vegan food list to gain weight. Here are some foods that you can consume on a vegan diet to gain weight. Most of these can be combined with other foods, even some of the recipes that we have on our website and some of the recipes that you already have and love. These can be used to increase your caloric intake. Quinoa. Quinoa is a great food for weight gain as it's high in calories. It's also loaded with protein and fiber, providing plenty of energy for the body. Cooked quinoa is easy to mix with other foods and is described by many as being somewhat flavorless, but quinoa adds so many benefits. Alternatively, you can make quinoa your base and you can mix it with other vegetables for extra calories and still getting your veggie fix. And that's a great base in a Buddha bowl. 185 grams of cooked quinoa, which is roughly 1 cup, will provide you approximately 220 calories, 8 grams of protein, and about 5 grams of fiber. Avocado. Avocado is an amazing source of plant-based fats. It is also one of the few fruits which are actually calorie-dense. Avocado is a fantastic food to assist in weight gain for vegans. This is due to their calorie density, high fat content, and the ease of pairing with other foods. Avocado pairs with salads, main meals, or even serves as a topping for extra calories. We've got some very, very nice recipes where we've used avocado to make things like a vegan, sugar-free chocolate mousse. Absolutely decadent. Check it out. Avocado is a personal favourite in our household, particularly on Mexican night. And some cubed avocado in a burrito bowl or a fajita for that extra calorie boost, yeah, it's a delicious flavour. A large avocado will contain approximately 320 calories and a whopping 27 grams of fat. Nuts or nut butters. Nuts are fantastic snacks as they're easy to carry and eat on the go. Nut butter is also great for adding extra calories or protein and fats to your meal. The most common nut butter known is peanut butter, but diligence is required to ensure that you don't buy a product with additives such as sugars and salts. Some of these aren't really going to help you in the long run in other areas. Thankfully, making your own nut butter is an extremely simple process. Nuts such as peanuts, macadamias, almonds, cashews, even Brazil nuts make for great nut butters. Nut butter is great as a spreadable on breads and wraps, and yeah, I love a good bit of homemade nut butter. It also makes for an amazing calorie boost in smoothies or shakes. The high-calorie fat levels are a great way to increase weight gain. Nut butters are one of the most effective ways to increase your calorie intake. This is due to their calorie density and high protein and healthy fats. 134 grams, roughly 1 cup of macadamia nuts would provide a huge 960 calories. Rice. Rice is a great grain to add to meals to increase your calorie intake, although white rice is often regarded as the unhealthiest kind of rice. But we don't recommend white rice as a sustainable weight gain food. It is suitable though for weight gain. The weight gain aspect is not worth the strain on your pancreas where there are alternatives available. White rice is digested by the stomach much quicker than other kinds of rice. It causes the pancreas to overstimulate and releases too much insulin, which is then stored as fat. Brown or black rice are much better as an alternative, and they're digested more slowly. This results in more sustainable levels of insulin being released, but less weight gain from fat storage. Rice can be a base for many dishes or added to a range of recipes for extra calories. 175 grams or 1 cup of cooked white rice will provide 204 calories. 195 grams, 1 cup of cooked brown rice, will provide 216 calories. Tahini. Tahini is the result of grinding sesame seeds into a smooth paste. Sesame seeds are great for weight gain for vegans. While this may sound low compared to other foods, the volumes you add to foods is much smaller. Tahini is great to use in combination with foods such as wraps, but it shines when added to other foods to create tastier options, like chickpeas, to make hummus. 15 grams, roughly 1 tablespoon of tahini, contains 89 calories. Legumes. Legumes are a fantastic source of plant-based protein and fibre. Foods such as kidney beans, lentils, chickpeas and soybeans all fall into the legume category. Some people feel that legumes are not great to eat on their own, and I get that. But they are fantastic when added to other meals for flavour and calories. Chickpeas or kidney beans can make a great addition to a salad. A personal favourite is to add split red lentils to a homemade pasta sauce. The lentils add little to no flavour in my opinion, and not a great deal of texture, but they increase your calorie intake with ease. It's easy to be creative with legumes, and there are many different recipes. One personal favourite is toasted chickpeas. These, covered with smoky paprika, roasted for a little while until they crisp up like popcorn, and then served with sweet potatoes, is absolutely amazing. 164 grams, 1 cup of chickpeas will contain as much as 269 calories and 14.5 grams of protein. Olive oil or coconut oil. Oils like olive and coconut are full of healthy fats, monounsaturated and polyunsaturated. Drinking a cup of oil is not what we're referring to. Oil can be used for cooking, baking, or just adding extra healthy fats to a salad. Oils are easy to add to foods and other recipes. There's no shortage of recipes online that you'll find that include oils as a part of that recipe. 13.5 grams, roughly 1 tablespoon of olive oil will contain 119 calories. Dried fruits. Dried fruits compared to their fresh form are high in sugars, but the good kind of sugar. That's if they don't have other sugars added to them. If you want to find out more about removing sugar from your diet, you can click on the link above. Fruits without additives are high in sucrose and fibre. The fibre in the fruit you eat counteracts the sucrose of the fruit, which is why we don't have a sugar overdose when we eat a lot of fruit. These fruits are a great way to add more calories to your diet and to satisfy a sweet tooth. A handful of dates can be a very sweet and satisfying treat. This makes dried fruit a great snack and easy to eat on the go. Or it's even considered by some as a yummy dessert and a great way to get some more calories before bed. It's also a great combo with a secret that we'll share with you a little bit later. 180 grams, roughly 1 cup of dried fruit can provide as much as 440 calories. Natural sweeteners. Natural sweeteners such as maple syrup, agave nectar, or raw honey can add huge amounts of calories. However, they're all made of sugars, which means they're empty calories for your body. Depending on how you plan your approach to weight gain as a vegan, you may choose or may not choose to use natural sweeteners. Ideally, these natural sweeteners are great to add to your desserts or smoothies. This makes it quite an easy way to add a few extra calories to some of your snacks or meals. 20 grams, roughly 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, can contain as much as 52 calories. processed carbohydrates. Don't let the processed part of that confuse you. When we refer to processed or refined carbohydrates, we're not referring to sugar-filled snacks. What we mean is foods such as pasta, breads, and cereals. The best part is that these processed carbohydrates often come in healthy, less processed versions. Gluten-free pasta, wholemeal bread, rolled oats. These are just a few examples. Unfortunately, some of the healthier options will also mean fewer calories per serving. We understand that not all vegans will want to eat these types of foods. However, they can be an excellent source of calories and significantly help with weight gain. Most of these processed carbohydrates can be mixed with vegetables for a healthy, calorie-filled meal or snack. Sandwiches or wraps can be filled with salad, or cereals added to smoothies. You can always combine cooked pasta and split red lentil pasta sauce for that extra calorie intake too. It is up to you if you want to use processed carbohydrates, but they are useful for your weight gain. 200 grams, roughly 1 cup of cooked refined pasta can provide around 220 calories per serve. Home-cooked desserts. Home-cooked desserts are a great way to satisfy your sweet tooth cravings while also controlling the ingredients used. It also helps you to ensure that you know what has gone into that dessert and to make sure that it is actually vegan friendly. But it also allows you to pack in the calories as you see fit. We've got a collection of vegan-friendly desserts on our website that you're welcome to check out. If you want to add more calories, you can adjust the recipe to include higher calorie items. You could add raw nuts or dried fruits as a topping. Alternatively, you could add nut butter or Irish moss seaweed to increase the calories in the dessert that you're making. Plant-based protein powders. While we don't recommend using protein powders, they can be a great way to get more calories into your diet. Protein powders can be made into a shake with just water or plant-based milk. Alternatively, you can add protein powder to a smoothie or mix it with foods like coconut yogurt. You can find a range of healthy, plant-based protein powders available online with varying levels of calories and protein. Using sea moss, weight gain for vegans. Sea moss is a great food for helping to lose weight. Unfortunately, this makes it less useful when gaining weight is your objective, but it still can be used to assist in your diet while you're gaining weight. Since sea moss is packed with minerals, it can be used as a supplement to help with weight gain for vegans. The extra minerals you're providing your body will allow you to swap out other foods in your diet. With the increased mineral intake from sea moss, you can make some really easy changes. You could quite simply add a dollop of sea moss to anything that you're cooking. It could be going into your hummus. It could be added as a thickener for dressings that you're using. What I like to do is make sure that I've got a bit of sea moss in every meal, and sometimes just soaking the sea moss, washing it, and then having it as a whole seaweed mixed through with salads can be a really nice touch, particularly with some toasted peanuts and some leafy greens. Sea moss is not a magical fix when it comes to weight gain, but it can be used to provide your body with the minerals needed. All this while helping to maintain your required mineral intake. Make sure you speak with the nutritionist about your specific needs though. I can't take into account your specific circumstances. Shakes and smoothies. When it comes to weight gain for vegans, shakes and smoothies are an efficient way to get extra calories in. Shakes and smoothies contain large amounts of calories and can be consumed relatively quickly. Creating a shake using plant-based protein powder and other vegan-friendly ingredients is really quite simple, and it's a really easy way to be able to pack some extra things in to get that nutrient boost. Shakes and smoothies are a great way to help pack in calories in one convenient drink. There's a range of ingredients you can use to craft your own calorie-dense shake. Bananas, either fresh or frozen, will work quite well. Blueberries, if you freeze those, you're going to find that the antioxidant levels are higher. Raspberries, mango chunks, avocado, nuts or even nut butter, oats, spinach, kale, natural sweeteners, vegan milk or filtered water, plant-based protein powders, and definitely a big dollop of sea moss gel. Check the links in the description below for how to make sea moss gel at home yourself easily. That way you've got full control over exactly what's going into it. You can combine other ingredients to find a mix that suits your needs. Otherwise, you can check our website for a list of really yummy smoothies and recipes. Once you've found something you like, you can quite easily alter it to include other ingredients with higher calories should you choose. Ingredients like nuts, nut butter, oats, and sea moss can easily be added to most shakes and mixes without dramatically altering the flavour or texture of the original recipe. You'll find a list of shakes and smoothies on our website. Some of them will be more calorie dense than others. Firstly, your eating habits are going to need to change. Fruit and vegetable consumption may need to be reduced and replaced with higher calorie foods. You are going to need, in some cases, to eat bigger volumes of food. Quantity does matter when it comes to weight gain and can be quite uncomfortable at first. This can often leave you feeling bloated and increase the time that you have before you feel hungry again. But if weight gain is the objective that you're trying to achieve, you may need to increase the frequency of your meals and eat at times when you don't really feel hungry. To achieve your vegan weight gain goals, you'll need to ensure that you're taking enough calories in. With that said, here's a few tips and tricks on how you can get more calories into your diet. Eat quickly. Your brain can take anywhere from 10 to 25 minutes to recognize that food has entered your stomach. During this period, the more food we can fit in before the brain registers that we've had enough, the better the chances of increasing your caloric intake. It is a balancing act, however, as overeating can lead to food not settling properly and coming back up. On your first few tries, don't overdo it. Just include a small amount in your meal until you're comfortable with upping the quantity again. As mentioned earlier, speak with your dietitian about your needs to ensure that you're able to craft a plan that fits you specifically. Use shakes and smoothies. Shakes and smoothies are easy, calorie-dense foods, and they're liquid, so they're easy to consume and process. Try not to replace your normal meals with shakes, rather use them as an in-between snack. They could also be a dessert depending on the ingredients. Just remember to add extra calorie-dense foods to make it easier to achieve your weight gain goals. Avoid fasting and ensure that meals are regular. Fasting is a fantastic tool for reducing calorie consumption, which is the exact opposite of what weight gain requires. The best thing you can do is to ensure that your meals are regular and often. You should ideally be looking at 3 main meals, breakfast, lunch and dinner, and up to 3 additional meals, smaller, in between. With all 6 feedings, you should aim to balance out your need for minerals and increase your calorie intake. Even if you are feeling full, still make yourself consume at least something to keep the calorie intake high. Evening meals should not be eaten right before bedtime. You still need to provide your body a chance to process the food before you go to sleep. This will allow your body to focus on rest and repair rather than digestion. Late night, slow digesting protein snacks. While a late night snack seems like the opposite of what I've just said, it can be a useful tool for weight gain. We don't recommend that you do this every night. However, 1 to 3 times a week will still give your body the time it needs for rest and repair. This account is one that's been shared by Luke, one of our other team members at Detox and Cure. Personally, I found this technique to be extremely effective when I was younger. Mind you, I was still eating a wide range of meats, processed foods and sugars in a normal diet, all of which had little effect on my weight gain. This trick changed the weight gain process for me. It greatly assisted me in gaining 10 kilos over a 3-month period while hitting the gym 5 days a week. In hindsight, that wasn't the correct way to do weight gain in a healthy manner, but weight gain did work. I would mix in 2 scoops of protein powder with 500 grams of yogurt, then I would eat the whole lot every second night right before bed. The dairy would be broken down slowly and provide a slow release of protein and fats overnight. Thankfully, there are much healthier ways to use the same trick. What I would do differently now is reduce the volume of food and swap it out for healthier ingredients. 100 to 200 grams of coconut yogurt mixed with nuts, cereals, seeds and dried fruit, or even plant-based protein powders. All you really want to do is find a mix where it takes your body time to digest the food. I would also reduce the consumption to twice a week on days that I've worked out. Thanks, Luke. Exercise while gaining weight. If you're an active person, trying to gain weight may be a bit of a challenge. While trying to gain weight, you should think about reducing cardio activities such as running, swimming, cycling. These activities are counterproductive to weight gain as they consume a high number of calories. If you still want to exercise during the weight gain process, we recommend doing less cardio-based activities. Physical activities such as weightlifting are more suited for the weight gain process as they consume fewer calories. Per the simple principle that we discussed earlier, you want to reduce the number of calories out and ensure that you are keeping more calories in your body. It's best to find a physical activity that allows you to exercise while minimizing calorie use. If you're planning on including sea moss as a part of your weight gain process, then you're in luck. Sea moss is a fantastic post-workout recovery option, helping your body to repair quicker. In conclusion, we've looked at calories in minus calories out, giving us our calorie deficit. The foundation of weight gain and weight loss is wrapped up in that formula. As referenced by Luke's story, empty calories, processed foods, and high sugar consumption will not necessarily translate to healthy plant-based weight gain. A cleaner, more structured diet is required for sustainable, healthy weight gain. Weight gain for vegans is more difficult than weight gain for someone not following a plant-based diet, but it certainly is possible to gain weight as a vegan in a healthy and sustainable way.